Hi, welcome to OWAD. I'm Sophia, pilot into the universe of Chinese. Let's continue our exploration of 3-character Chinese expressions. And today we're going to have a little bit intricate, complicated concept called 接盘侠, because this is totally contemporary living scenario. It didn't exist maybe a few decades ago. And this is, as an expression, is a new creation in response to a new phenomenon, which is stock market. So 接盘侠, in total, it means whoever is buying at a higher price so that they're kind of taken in at a high ground, and then the pricing goes down. So they become the one who get the pin up there. So that's 接盘侠. It's a kind of a negative. It's whoever get in at the worst time. Okay. 接 means catch. Okay. Isn't that fun? Catch dish. Knight. Okay. Knight. There's chivalry there, right? Bravery. So it's a positive number. It's like a savior. It's like a hero. Hero to the stock market. Yes, the hero for saving others from their misery of buying in something like overpriced. Okay, so 接 have the 5-finger hand symbol. So we have 5-finger hand symbol. The tilted toward the right is a differentiator from the other character that looks exactly the same that people later on add. If the tilted toward the left, it means hair. Toward the right means hand. Okay. And right side means, sounds like a 切. It's a sound maker, yes. But it is also ancient practice of enslaved women as a domestic servant. I mean, the recent American history with slavery probably have some near century record keeping about how enslaved women were treated, right? It's treated like a property of the man. They don't have freedom, don't have their, that choose their fate, so to speak. So in slavery came with this symbol. This is a copper punishment symbol, which made of this 2 convex shape connected with a vertical line with 2 horizontal lines on the top. So 2 convex, 1 vertical with 2 horizontal lines up there. I don't exactly know how that copper punishment tool looks like. Definitely, I'm fortunate I didn't live in that era to witness how that thing is used, but it could be ancient cruelty. Treat your slave. So slavery could either be somebody from your same tribe made a huge mistake and got punished by the society. Therefore, they kind of taken away by their human rights, partially by being copper punished to endure, to a society agreed on this infliction of pain on this person because of that mistake. So this is one possibility. Another one is 2 tribes went to war and one win out the other, and the defeated version side would have their men enslaved and their woman enslaved in another form. So they were incorporated into the winning tribe in a certain way, right? Definitely don't have their human rights over there. So slavery, I guess it happened throughout history, and lucky us, we don't have to live through that. So this in slavery, the bottom sign is a woman symbol. So enslaved woman together. And that's the woman eventually in a culture. I guess the tribal war or the slavery of your defeated tribe didn't happen that frequent in later generations. So probably within the like 2,000 years or so, that enslaved women were not so commonly seen. So this eventually extended into the meaning of it's the woman of the household, but it's not a wife. There is only one official wife, and this is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, however that man can afford. So this is 妾. So different from 妻. 妻 is somebody who is kind of your equal parts, and the children from the 妻, your official wife, are going to get all the inherit the wealth from the man's generation, versus qie is secondary, is not that, but I mean, things can change. If the woman, the qie, the lower status woman, if they can win the favor from the man, then probably they can get a bigger share, something like that. I could only imagine, because the biggest boss of the ancient society, the emperor, have a whole system set up of many wives, and then wives got different ranks of wife, and wife killing wives, all that domestic drama. So this definitely is, starting from the enslaved woman concept to women who are not wife but serving as the wife role, but doesn't have all the full rights of a wife in ancient times. Okay, so why this hand symbol connected with such inferior wife version? Means catch. Actually, it means connect, or means take over, something like that. So this takeover or catch probably is related to, like, if you have 5 fingers in there, it's a motion by hand, and if it connects with qie, it probably means you're taking over a woman as kind of like a property, enslaved woman concept over there, or you kind of a marry, but it's not official marry, but you get this woman into your household without marrying them, and that's kind of take. It's as light as taking your new car key, instead of like a series of vows, something like that. So that's the catch. Okay, pan. In contemporary Chinese, this pan has nothing to do with dish anymore. It simply means the stock position, the pricing of a stock at a moment. That's called pan. It's a term in the stock world. Okay, so this pan originally do means dish, and dish, I mean, no matter East and West, we all have an understanding of the dish shape, which is kind of a shallow container that is easier for a certain type of food. Definitely not soup, right? Soup you need to put in a bowl, but something would be easier to eat from the dish than the bowl, right? So this dish shape is rendered almost like a cup over there, right? And then there is a stand of this cup thing, and then there are 2 hands kind of holding the cup, kind of like that, to show it's a kind of a low, shallow standing, or this part, the container part, is shallow standing plate. Okay, and then the top portion actually means big boat. It's fun. Okay, so the left side you can see is a kind of boat, right? It has the bow, and then I don't know the exact terms of the boat, but it has the head and the tail on the other side, and then there are like a size of the boat, and then different seatings. So over here it's, imagine a kayak, something like that. So here it shows like a 2-seater, but of course Chinese would never draw out the full boat, because there will be so many things to draw, takes too long, not efficient. So just 2 enough is to show the repetition. It's definitely not a 1-person operated boat, it's multiple person. And actually the big boat, the big part, was expressed by the right hand side, which is 3-finger hand symbol. We have both 5-finger hand symbol and the 3-finger hand symbol. I haven't figured out in full like what's the difference, why at certain occasions 5-hand finger was shown versus right hand 3-finger hand symbol. Okay, but over here is a type of corporal punishment too. Okay, this is one type that's supposedly super painful, and this is kind of like a whip with a kind of sharp end to it. So it's kind of a 3-finger hand symbol, supposedly holding that whip to do that. So that's kind of slavery evidence right there. So why slavery means big boat. In ancient times, I guess in some movies we can see, for a huge boat to propel across oceans, travel long distance, there is a whole crew of men paddling on the lower level of the deck, kind of close to the water, so their paddle can reach the water surface, right? So there's a whole crew of men at the bottom. So it's a manpower propelled boat. And there's a slavery, this wipe thing, you can imagine this, because that's used to land on anybody who is slacking off in the eyes of this slave owner thing. Okay, so that is an indirect way to indicate, okay, this is a big enough boat to have a supervisor of the crew of guys who are, manpower the boat across the ocean. So that's big boat side. So we have this huge boat plus this container sign on top. Somehow it means shallow dish. And according to some scholars, this is a type of container that used to actually used as the servant, the domestic servant of the household, to hold almost like a basin thing, hold it to the master of the household. And the master is going to wipe their face. So basically, ancient time, there's no such thing as a sink, right? So for people to wash their face, they developed a whole ceremony of face washing. So the household would have the servant bring the water in a basin toward the master, and the master wash the face, servant retreat. So that's the whole ceremony over there, that depicting there. So I guess this huge boat thing, one is because this container, this basin of water, probably is good enough for the boat, tiny virtual little boat to float. And the other one is there is this slavery implied over there. This is face washing ceremony. Anyways, this is dish. In contemporary concept, this means the stock price at the moment. Catch dish. You can kind of see, right? Whoever is trying to catch that dish, the dish is going to fall. That's at a high point, and then somebody who went in to catch it, and then the other people who are able to sell at a high point will regard whoever is the dish catcher as a knight, like you come here to rescue us all. Okay, it's kind of a joking, but it's a dark humor. Okay, so this knight. Okay, so knight is a concept in the West, right? Chinese don't have this hierarchy that have kind of Robin Hood figure. I mean, there were rebellions, but they were probably not kindly portrayed in a history book, right? Because they're anti-government, anti the ruler, and therefore they're bad. So, I mean, history books are written by whoever in power, right? So they were not portrayed in good light. But knight as a Western culture was translated as somebody who, this is a person side, 2-leg standing being, and then the right side is sound like a jia, so it's a sound maker. But jia means, okay, this is another 2-leg standing person, and in this case, it has the arm sticking out like this, and now it has the left and right side, like something is under the arm. So the right side jia means you kind of hold something, pinch something in between, almost like you're pinching it under your arm. So oftentimes when we don't have extra hand to hold something, we will do this, right? Use this as a clutch, temporary, to hold something. And so that's what that means. And it's a visual showing that somebody is trying to hold something like that. And why this action of holding plus the human figure then becomes a knight symbol, I don't really know. Like, there were certain moral judgment over there, like who is regarded as xia. Xia probably in Chinese closest to the knight concept in Chinese version. That is somebody who is not going after money, but going after the welfare of the poor, the weak, the people who need to be helped. So they are regarded as xia. So I'm not sure, like this arm pinching, clutching thing, why it's related to knight, this character of knight creation. But in any case, 接盘侠 means fire at highest point, probably. And I'm showing this as a drama of is it 2021 or 2022? That's the drama back then that this particular stock shot up so high, and whoever buy at a high point, that is definitely 接盘侠. All right, cash into the currency of thinking by one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.